Hey guys, it's Fisayo here, and in this video we're going to be talking all about the Samsung Galaxy S21 series. These are the latest devices that Samsung has got to offer. Every single color is in front of me right now. I'll give you a rundown of each and every one of them. We'll briefly talk about some of the major differences and similarities of each one and which one you should get or I recommend. And I have a giveaway at the end of this video, so make sure you watch till the end. And before we move ahead, make sure to gently tap that like button so more people can see the technicalities that we share in this video. And of course, without further ado, let's get to the video. So I've been using the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, and I even had a quick chat with Ebuka around it. I'll leave a link in the description to that video. You can give it a watch if you're into that sort of thing. And right now, I've got all the S21 series devices right here, so let's get right into it. Starting from the S21, the first of the colors is the Phantom Violet. It's one of the unique colors, one of the unique standout colors of them all. I like the purple/violet color, and I like the rose gold accents on the camera bump area. The second one in the S21 lineup is of course the Phantom Pink. This one is more along the lines of rosy pink, and it's got similarly matching accents to the camera bump and the back. The third color I'll talk about in the S21 lineup is the Phantom White. This is an all white combo with the camera bump as well as the body. The camera bump is sort of silver. The last color of the S21 lineup is the Phantom Gray. This is simply a matte gray finish all around, no questions asked. These are all the four colors from the baseline models of the series, the S21: Phantom Violet, Phantom Pink, Phantom White, and Phantom Gray. All their camera bumps are in plastic though, but the back itself is plastic and it's got aluminium linked around the edges. From the front of them, we can see that they are all black, but keep in mind that the S21 is the only one that comes with the plastic back, while the rest from the S21 Plus upwards are glass on the back. This is what Samsung is calling the Glastic back because it's plastic but imitates glass very well. The only benefit really is just that it's more durable than glass, and if it drops it doesn't shatter, but other than that it's not as premium in comparison to the rest. The screen size is the smallest of the bunch, 6.2-inch AMOLED panel. The display on the S21 is a 1080p display, and this wasn't well received by most people, especially because of that $800 price tag for the 128 gig model, or 401,000 naira for the 256 gig model here in Nigeria. And you know, considering the exchange rate, the price is kind of fair. Moving on to the next category, we have the S21 Plus. This one starts at $999, aka $1,000, aka 470,000 naira. Fair deal if you consider the exchange rate of 477. The colors that you've got on here are one, the Phantom Violet. This is the only similar color to that of the S21 series. You know, the S21 is plastic, but this is Gorilla Glass on the back. The second color on here is the Phantom Silver. This one strikes me as being more than silver. It's got a gradient-like feel to it, and depending on how the light reflects on it, it comes out looking sharp and reflects a faded pink and blue. The color is also on the S21 Ultra, which we'll talk about soon. The last color on the S21 Plus lineup is the Phantom Black, which I think is one almost everyone would probably be buying. It's nothing but an impressive piece of matte black glass mesh with aluminum sides rolling off the cameras. Really dope design. This is also another color found on the S21 Ultra. Keep in mind, these are all the colors available globally and are currently non-exclusive colors. This is everything you get commercially. Although for the S21 Pluses, we do get Phantom Pink, but only for the South Korean market. Now moving on to the S21 Ultra, you only get two colors: Phantom Silver, which is a color from the S21 Plus device, you know, with the same name, and it of course has that gradient. The S21 Plus also has a comparable variant with the S21 Ultra with regards to this matte black finish. Now, as far as pricing goes on the S21 Ultra, on Samsung's website, you can get the 256 version for $1,250, or in Nigeria, it would be 580,000 naira. Or you could get the 512 gig version for 1380 or 629,000 naira, which is a lot of money for a smartphone. Also, keep in mind that it's a fixed storage smartphone. In terms of their overall displays, first off, they are all dynamic AMOLED displays. All of them have a beautiful looking 120Hz HDR10 Plus display. Those movie moments are of course worthy to look at. It's a highly priced flagship smartphone set. And the sound quality on these are super premium. I loved how rich the sound was on the S21 Plus and the S21 Ultra, and the S21 is a close second. Their sizes are of course in hierarchy. As you go from the S21 to the S21 Plus and the S21 Ultra, it goes from small to big. And on the S21, as I mentioned, is the 6.2 inch quote unquote small display compared to the 6.7 plus inch on the S21 Plus and 6.8 inch on the S21 Ultra. The S21 Ultra of course has the highest screen to body ratio at almost 90% screen to body ratio compared to 88% on the S21 Plus and 87% on the S21. I noticed that there were curves, but the curves were only prevalent on the S21 Ultra, while the rest of them had sort of a relatively flat but curved, display on it. But the S21 Ultra didn't ruin it. The S21 and S21 Plus are 1080p Infinity or hole punch cutout displays, 2400 by 1080p to be exact. They are both 20:9 aspect ratio displays. I also noticed that the PPI of the S21 is higher at 421 than that of the S21 Plus at 394, but it's not on a massive scale. The S21 Ultra stands out with the highest resolution at 3200 by 1440 with a PPI of 505, which is significantly higher than the rest of them. Speaking of the S21 Ultra, it's the only one with the S Pen support of the bunch. I've got my Note 20 Ultra on here, and when you compare the S Pen to that of the S21 Ultra, you will notice a huge difference, and it's bigger on here. I also tested out some cases made by Samsung themselves designed to hold the S Pen for the S21 Ultra. The first one shows you the time and notification icons on the cover, and you can take the pen and replace it from the left side of the phone. This adds a lot of footprint and heft to your handheld device, but the leather material in the hand makes it really bearable. I also like the subtle carbon fiber camera cutout and the rest of the details on the case, on the back of the case. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. Oh, and you do get free pen tips with your S Pen for this one. I'm not really a huge fan of the second case, and it's the one that exposes the phone, but it does a good job at holding the S Pen to the left side. You'll also be assured that you're not going to lose your highly priced $39 S Pen. This S Pen is also new and improved. It's the first ever S Pen available for an S series device, and it's well designed, of course. It's got 4096 pressure points, and to put it in context, real professional styluses like the Wacom tablet has about double of this, so this is something that is really worth noting. Apple doesn't specify what their pressure sensitivity of their newest Apple Pencil is, but it pretty much is similar in latency rates to this. In terms of build quality of the S21 devices, I've been digging the color combination of, the similarities of colors. The Phantom Violet for the 21 and the 21 Plus, the Phantom Silver for the 21 Plus and the 21 Ultra, same goes for the Phantom Black. All of them are Gorilla Glass Victus on the front, except for the back where the S21, has Gorilla Glass Victus on the front, but plastic/glastick on the back. They are all IP68 water resistant, water and dust resistant up to 1.5 meters underwater for a maximum of 30 minutes. But I'm not so sure that's why you're buying your phone, to put it inside water. I'm curious, has your phone ever fallen in water and spoiled before, or do you have a water resistant phone? Let me know in the comment section below what your water and phone experiences have been. Also, depending on the region where you live, you either get a single SIM or single SIM with eSIM or a dual SIM. Of course, none of them would be hybrid because you can't expand the storage on any of them. They all look similar. As you can see, their SIM slots are both front and back. The removal of the SD card would surely be a tension point for some people who have a lot of files and would need an SD card. I also noticed that the bigger the phone, the bigger the camera bump. So S21 Plus's camera bump is bigger than the S21, S21 Ultra's camera bump is bigger than the S21 Plus. They all don't feature headphone jacks, not surprisingly. Also, when you order them from Samsung now, you get a very thin box, kind of similar to a popular brand that we know, and Samsung doesn't include the power adapter in the box, but these phones are capable of 25-watt fast charging. They only include the USB cable and the SIM ejector tool. You will need to buy the power adapter and maybe wireless headphones for your needs. Many people who get these phones wouldn't want to use wired headphones anyway, so that's just better. When it comes to the storage options for the S21 series, the S21 and S21 Plus come with 8 gigs of RAM, and they come with 8 gigs of RAM all around, 128 or 256 gig of storage options accompanying those 8 gigs of RAM. The Ultra is where the big changes are. You get 12 gigs of RAM on the base Ultra, coupled with either 128 gigs or 256 gigs. The highest you can go on the S21 Ultra is 512 gigs of storage and 16 gigs of RAM comparable to most laptops these days. They all come with Android 11, One UI 3.1, and for the international audience, or if you're in Nigeria or in the UK and some parts, most parts of the world that aren't US or China, we do get the Exynos 2100, a 5nm processor. And that's compared to the Snapdragon 888 for US and China. Mr. Who's the Boss made a video comparing the processors, the Snapdragon and Exynos, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to watch that video. And I thought it was quite insightful. Day-to-day use for these devices on my table were 100% on point. I think Samsung made serious improvements on here, even though they don't look as much, they don't look as much when you're speaking of face value, like they improved or anything. They don't look like different phones. I gamed on the S21 Ultra a lot, and I've never experienced smoother performances. I could max out the settings and my phone wouldn't be overheating and I'd be fine. In terms of the cameras, they are for the most part similar across board except for the Ultra. For the S21 and S21 Plus, they have 12 megapixel wide, 64 megapixel telephoto and 12 megapixel ultra wide. The S21 and S21 Plus can zoom optically 1.1 times or 3 times of hybrid zoom. Now come to the S21 Ultra. You've got the 108 megapixel wide angle lens or normal lens, super crazy details, 10 megapixel periscope lens, 10 megapixel telephoto lens, that's another 10 megapixel zoom lens, and you've got a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens. I'm not going to go into detail of the camera. I'll save that for the S21 Ultra's full look itself. But they all can produce 8K video in 24 frames per second. They can all produce 4K video in 30 and 60 frames per second. Dope HDR, of course, stereo recording and electronic image stabilization, which makes these phones very, very well rounded for photo and video. As far as the selfie cameras on all of them, they are all for the most part 10 megapixel selfie cameras as the S21 and S21 Plus. And following the same pattern of being an improvement, the S21 Ultra stands out at 40 megapixels. The S21 Ultra is also better in so many ways. The Bluetooth sensor is Bluetooth 5.2 compared to 5.0 on the rest of them. Wi-Fi 6E, these others don't have it. We've got 5,000 milliamp hour batteries on the S21 Ultra. The rest of them 4,800 on the S21 Plus, 4,000 on the S21. You've also got an S Pen on here with a lot of other internal differences that you get on the S21 Ultra. So this one really stands out of the rest of them. The Smart Tag is something I've been using for a while now, and it's really basic and super helpful in what it does. It's a really small rounded diamond shaped item, and once paired you can attach your keys, your car keys. I attached my car key with the Smart Tag, and when you tap on your phone, it will make a continuous sound notifying you of where your key is. And the Smart Tag, when paired with other smart appliances, you can turn off your air conditioners, smart lights, TVs. Basically it's like the Internet of Things for Samsung, but in a very small package. And I'm giving away this Smart Tag. All you have to do to win it is to hit that like button, make a creative comment about this video, something you've learned from this video, and of course you can share this video on your socials. You never know, you could be helping someone answer unanswered questions that they might have about any of the S21 series devices. One subscriber will be picked a week from now, a week from this video's post date. So yeah, that's it for this video. Which of the S21 series do you prefer from the bunch? You say the S21, small ones, the S21 Plus, slightly big, and the S21 Ultra, the max. Let me know in the comment section below. And if there's anything I missed, do let me know. And if it was very useful to you, do consider hitting that subscribe button and hit the bell icon beside it so you'll be the first to know when I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.
You just tried to stop it.
Yeah, I tried to stop the camera from recording with the Smart Tag. I feel like I'm triggering something I don't know about.